Artwork, that's pretty good. I should steal that. Alright, Astro. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this up very slightly more. It's very fine music though. So a few disclaimers. This is not my cup of tea. I'll try not to rag on that too much, and I try not to harp on the whole, oh, this is so haha lol cringe. I'll try not to do that. Because even if it's not necessarily my thing, I'm not here to judge. I want to see if the game's any good. If it's like well written or whatever, it can probably be enjoyable anyway. So I'm not sitting here on some sort of moral high horse, like looking down on whatever the fuck. But this is very far outside of my comfort zone, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know how raunchy this gets. I'm assuming not super raunchy. It must be stream friendly if it's from DBD devs, since they are very hard on there, or heavily reliant on their content creators. It doesn't say anything super weird. It does say psychological horror, so maybe there's some fun stuff in here. Anyway. Yeah, but we're not here to just laugh at fun dating sims. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just try, or, well, I hope I'm not gonna sit here and just mock the game all the way through. That said, from the tiny bits of things that I have seen, it was very, very odd. But anyway, let's just fucking go for it, I guess. New game. What shall we call you? You may call me Cube. I'm not gonna toss my real name in there. Exactly, enjoyment. Enjoyment would be lovely. Let me know how the audio works out once we actually hear something else than just the main menu music. Alright, Mambango. So I'm not gonna voice act per se, but I'm gonna try and read it all out. So, it's me. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the insides of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift, says the ocean. Whoa, not now, ocean. Sorry, Cube. May I continue? Okay, we're getting very silly very quickly. Please, go on. Okay, then. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. That doesn't look very edible. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other. Ick. Questions race to your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Alright, so I've been wondering if we're gonna like do any sort of decision, chat, let's ass it up in here, or if I should just pick whatever comes naturally. So I think that's gonna be our main vote right now. Do you guys want to, like, at least for as long as you guys are present individually, since we didn't really plan that very much, but like, do you guys want to vote on what we do here for these sort of situations, or should I just pick whatever comes naturally? I'm assuming that's gonna go into our later choices of who we try to ass up with. Okay, I'm assuming Art is voting for, chat is voting for options. Astra also wants to vote and wants to dig up the face. Anyone else wanna ass up real quick? Otherwise we dig up the face. I would have chosen that as well, so you got lucky in this case. I briefly clean my nose. I mean, at this point, if the ocean starts talking to us and discussing with the text box, then, I mean, it's already gone pretty crazy, so we dig up the face. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded on the ground before you. Oh boy, a coin. Oh, I think we can gather these. There's nobody, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaws fall open, revealing a gold coin sitting in the rotten tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charger type. Thanks, Ocean. You examine the gold... fucking... this is what they call it, like, movement lines or whatever. High intensity gold coin. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. Yeah, it's very warm these days. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you got there. What if you were to spend it right now? What are we, Are we spending? Are we not spending? I'm not gonna wait very long for the vote, so I'll, like, take the first few answers that come in and roll with it. As long as they're not super contradictory. And if there's nobody voting, then I'll just pick something, naturally. No spending, no spending. No thanks. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found? It's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth. Could you just give it back? I'd give it back. I'd be for fine. I'll play nice with the entity. Or whatever this is. Fine. You hand the coin over to the Inari, I mean me, I guess. It makes sense, trust me. In exchange, you'll receive the answer to one of the following questions. Where am I? How did I get here? Can I have my gold coin back? There's two fucking quotation mark signs here, that's not ideal. Alright. We kinda have to pick the third one. Can I have my gold coin back? No, you can't, but you can have this. Oh boy. It's fucking aces. Up the ante, there we go. I've heard that this is an incredibly useful perk called Up the Ante. Oh, will this go very meta on DVD perks and shit? I'll be into that. If it, like, makes sense or makes fun of its own fucking balancing and shit. I've heard that this is an incredibly useful perk called Up the Ante that will give you a little bit of extra luck just when you need it the most. You might doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand next to you, which is exactly what this image conveys. This is not flying at Mach 10 at our fucking face or something, it is lying in the soft sand next to me. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please. Oh boy, how shall I voice the Huntress? I don't know, I'll just speak normally. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Yo, a little help here? They're angry yelling. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tented volleyball court. There's something else that's well-tented, goddamn, if you know what I'm saying. Each of them oozes with undead energy, Lude. A magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Okay, I was going to keep alluding to shit like that, but apparently the writing itself is also very heavily leaning towards that, so here we go. Not really having to make the jokes myself, it seems. Is he actually blinking? Oh yeah, they are. I hardly noticed. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed... Let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but it's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once. You're completely paralyzed. Is her leg all the way down here? That's kind of a weird angle. Hello. There are weird days, and then there's this. All I can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What do you do? Pass it back, kick it back, say no thanks, say nothing, do nothing. Well then, team. Yeah, I think there's no other killers but these four in here, unless that's only what the promotional material reveals. Maybe there's, like, hidden stuff. We toss it. That sounds in character. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right on Huntress' hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress' muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much, bleh, says the spirit. Although maybe I shouldn't. Actually, I'm not gonna commit to any like over-the-top voice. I'm gonna go like with some wispy shit, but I realize that I have to read a lot of things out, so if I commit to any like hard-to-do voices, I'll regret that in like 2 minutes. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Cube, you were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. I like the ocean. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. You seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sign means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. I am absolutely not sure how to voice this. I'm gonna be all over the place with that. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Yep, she seems excited about that. Hey Cube, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind, there'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. Oh boy, I guess no time for voting, huh? Well, if it's like something on a timer that's strict, I'll be doing it myself. It looks like loose enough that you guys can ass up, then I'll just wait for you. This is a timed quiz and will be very important later. Oh boy, can't wait to fuck this up. Alright, just throw out some keywords already, just in preparation for the question, so I can be guided by that. Very important, or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one, I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. Fucking spirit is, I think you're quite cute myself. Like a chipmunk, or a grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Flight. Flight, for sure. Oh, that's me. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? Skipping class. You could say I majored in skipping class, huh? If I had ever gone to school, I'm sure I'd have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking almost always. Goddamn, that's quite the mental image. What's your favorite animal? Cat. Definitely a cat. Mustelid. What the fuck even is that? Isn't that a muscle or some shit? I don't know, whatever. What? Why is everybody looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl I have to have some specific love of all things cat, and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What's your favorite color? What the actual Satan? From this? We'll go with blood red, of course. Red. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain. What's your dream job? They gave them pretty similar thingies. Astronaut could be pretty neat, I guess. Yeah, let's do astronaut. It'd be pretty amazing to be an astronaut, I think. It's hard to imagine being farther away from anyone than floating in space. The cold, inky vastness of nothing, forever. Best flavor of ice cream? Horse flesh? What the Satan? We'll go with vanilla. I think vanilla is actually underrated in general. Like, It's kind of like the boring go-to, but vanilla can taste pretty good, especially if it's like proper, well-made. My favorite flavor is pain. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right. Always, it's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator? You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule of this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Well, mint chip, of course. The best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. Think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure this group wants you to start getting to know them. Yeah, I obey the boys. I'm Trapper, I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? The things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing without suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. That's a little bit more deep than I don't care at all, but oh well. Jesus, like, she was downright murdered by society, she hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress, don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, she seems very extroverted, goddamn. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I am dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. You, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me, I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. I am going to get their voices fucked up the entire fucking time, so I'll, I don't know, I need to come up with something better. We'll figure it out as we go. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of luxury and true power. That is certainly a pose that you're also giving us a taste of. God damn. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? I don't know why Huntress is so much like my normal voice. I just gave up on trying to figure something out. We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Alright team, it's time to make a decision. We have one vote for Huntress. Alright, that's so far only Huntress. I guess we're doing Huntress. This was Huntress if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she skips merrily along the beach, so I guess we're doing Huntress. I hate that I interrupted your game, you should finish it. Yay, I love to play outdoors. I also love to meet new people, yeah, that's the impression I'm getting. I also love to bring them home to play. Sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously you are too, I like you already. I hate people who are too serious, they ruin everything. Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly. Hold on. For just one moment. Hello, Claudette and Dwight, and certainly poses. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're only here to They're the only help remaining on the island. I cannot read, this bodes well. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. That was not... Oh well. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long, I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you could do is help us get off this isle. Dwight... Yes, pardon me, follow us, please. Hey, narrator. I'm surprised they didn't, like, come out of a bush and a closet, respectively, like, somewhere in the background. Yes, something I can help you with. Those two, Claudette and Dwight, they just start mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, yeah, that's true, he was, but he just meant that he wants to go to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter, mostly, when I agree with them, not like that other island. So, what'll it be? Oh boy, we get to pick again, after we already got Huntress's reaction. Giving you guys a second chance of reconsidering, although I know what Astra is voting for. I mean, as though that was hard to imagine after you've gone full on Huntress previously. We'll do this then. Very fine soundtrack on those. Wow, it's so exciting to have someone else into athletics on the island. Yeah, that's absolutely me. Spirit and Wraith are so boring, and Trapper is so predictable, relying on brute strength to win games. He has no respect at all for grace and skill. Thank goodness you didn't choose the yacht. What kind of a person wants to be sitting duck in the middle of the open ocean? You're just asking for a sneak attack from an elk. Wondered how long it would take for her to bring up an elk attack. Game's starting up again. Make sure you're watching close. She's really something, huh? Elk don't swim. Live in the forest long enough and you'll see an elk swim, believe you me. Cheer for me, cute stuff. The killers resumed their place on the volleyball court and resumed the match they were playing before you arrived. Hey, fancy a lemonade? I see you working up a thirst, eyeing those bouncy buns, playing volleyball. Claudette hands you a lemonade. Ooh, so fresh, so tart. She leans in and whispers in your ear. Who would you bet on to win, huh? Who's the MVP of your little heart? You're nervous. You don't want any of these killers to hear you talking about them, or not talking about them if they're into that sort of thing. Just pick someone, please. It's not like we've got all day, night, week, month, year, lifetime, eternity, or anything. Who put sand in that guy's shorts? Sheesh. Okay, I think, well then, team. Well, by team, it's apparently just Astra. Yeah, I feel like, we can just always tally up one vote in a certain direction by default. Well, in that case, we're just picking Wraith, get fucked. Wraith? Oh no, Wraith overheard you. Did someone say my name? Wait, you were looking at me? Oh jeez, I'm gonna be sick. This is so embarrassing. My hair isn't doing what I wanted to, and I don't look sexy when I'm sweaty like Trapper does. What a ball of nerves this guy is. The more you compliment him, the more he falls apart. But I think he likes it? Seriously? You picked that guy as your number one? Have fun coaching the Detroit Lions with him as your QB. Somebody needs to tell Trapper that this game has an international audience and that American football humor just doesn't travel well. Thank you, game. Hey, maybe I'm like a lion. I could be ferocious, right? I could, run with a pack. Meow. Oh god, I picked very poorly, I feel. Wow, what a game. It's a tie. Can there even be a tie in volleyball? No one knows, since this is everyone's first time playing. These killers don't usually have time for team sports, and with their busy schedule of brutally tearing survivors to shreds. Hey, is Claudette crying? Are you okay, Claudette? Probably just shedding a tear for her lost fellow survivors. You know, this resort had 4 employees when it opened. It's nothing, I'm totally fine. Whatever you say, boss. Oh look, the killers have dispersed and are all cooling down in their own way. Spirit is reading a novel. Trapper is stretching sensually between chainsaw curls. Wraith is standing on the beach, desperately hoping that the sand will swallow him up, and Huntress is doing some target practice with her bloodied hatchet. You feel a nudge. Dwight is looking at you expectantly. You should really make a move. Life is short. You could get snuffed out at any time of day. Carpe diem, carpe PM, carpe nauem. Go ahead, set one of them up. So, which killer has caught your eye? Alright, so Astra is likely voting for Wraith again. What anyone else saying about this? Okay, we'll do one more Let's Bully Astra Pig. And then afterwards we'll do proper votes again. You make your way over to Spirit, who's been deep into a thick paperback novel. She looks up at you. Surprised that someone like you has the time of day for someone like me. Weird thing to say since you barely even remember what someone you are. So far she seems like an unpredictable gal though. What are you thinking about right now? Vengeance against my father. What else? Alright, yep, that's it. Yep, Man, this chick is emo. Seems like she'd be great to hang out at the mall with you and help you pick out a pair of giant ugly boots. Things are getting pretty gothic up in here. You wanna run with that or maybe change it up? How about the weather? Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. I've been having that earlier as well. Well, I think we, I'd say we ask about the weather. How do you feel about that? Instead of going with the whole herder, we emo vengeance thing. I'm gonna spam that a lot. They should not give me these sort of tools. I was just thinking it's a nice day out. Really? That didn't go far. What else you got? What book are you reading? Get bent! Tough crowd. Come on everyone, the fun and games can't be over already. I get it, I get it. Volleyball, not ruthless enough. Look at us, we crave action, we crave excitement, we crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend here has the huntress instinct. I saw you surveying me like prey on the volleyball court cube. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air and you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving it at you, she's handing it to you. Don't worry, I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in a new place where threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure that you are the biggest threat of all. Just don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Yeah, she's kind of the obvious pick so far, I think. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the area, not the end. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I am hard ready. Here we go. Show him what you got. Oh, we can, like, wait. That's nice. Perfect. Yeah, we're not repairing generators yet. We're throwing hatchets, obviously. Duh, this is what it's all about. Oh, it's multiple. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I fucked up. Perfect. Never mind, apparently. Oh, that was terrible. You missed completely. I'm impressed, a worthy opponent. I mean, could have been better, but who's keeping score? For the record, I am, and you got 8 points. Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like stabbing I like my stabbing to be a bit more up close and personal. That was kind of a hard sentence apparently for me. Somewhere a loud horn blows and the survivors snap into action. Time's up! You heard him. Get to the next activity! This is very intense. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet? Banquet, isn't it? Like, how you pronounce it? Banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Right, and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's a limited seating directly around you. Very limited seating directly around you. And, oh great, terrific, it seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. I'm sure he's lovely once you get to know him, or something. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Trickster? Hello? Oh yeah, Trickster's here, surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expectedster. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Cube, real good. Alright. And we literally can't let Hunters and Trappers sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice, got that? Maybe I need to keep my eyes open for other things to click. Oops, I just skipped a line of dialogue. There must be a button to, actually, let's save. There must be a, oh, never mind. Oh, well, maybe you turn the text size up a bit? Maybe this is this hardly does anything, doesn't it? Oh, well, we'll just do this then. Anyway, Hunters and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully, with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit, by our resident cook, Bubba. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat, seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Yeah, that's true. Space Billy, I hadn't even thought about that. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. It does, yeah. Hey, Cube, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours, and we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obvs. Okay, Spirit is hard out. The hell it is! Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you like. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight or talk, or even when we look each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it into a second death. Hey, Cube. I know that isn't what you wanted to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 hours. Straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they'll all take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me cover up dinner? Splendid idea, we'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consist of 2 parts. Yep, we had this already, thank you. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar. Right, so this is unfortunate because I usually do skill checks with a different button on my other hand, so it's gonna be like hard nerfed cube, but we'll get it done anyway, I hope. To achieve a perfect success, lands on the big part, yep, ready to play, would you like to repeat? No, we fucking go. Away we go, slice. Boom. Perfect. That was not great. Not bad. Fuck, not bad. Perfect. Perfect. Why would you rub skill checks into your eyeballs? It's funny you should say that, by the way, because I've kind of, like, apparently gotten something into my eye overnight, because I've got a bit of a painful, unfortunate, like, little bit in the top right corner, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? Also red. Spice checks, basically. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. There's one for your counter. Yeah, someone said that already earlier. They were ahead of their time with their Star Wars references. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their mask and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mysterious comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Good man, Ocean. Well, at least they're lifting their mask. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? 2 best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Cube. Number 2 is... no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. Yeah, for reasons, definitely. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. Think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Guys, girls, I'm sorry. Look at that seagull. Alright, team. What do we, yeah, Felix is probably not very delicious. We have 1 gross. I was hoping for a 3-headed monkey option, but look at that seagull would do it in my book as well. There's 1 for seagull. I don't think that's an option, so I can't count that. By the way, should I turn this down slightly? I feel myself very slightly yelling over the music. It's fine? Alright, cool. Well, in that case, we have 2 for seagull and 1 for its gross. Oh, never mind. He said that in... oh my god. Whatever. You just ended a man, DK. Like, that's gonna haunt him into his fucking nightmares. Probably already did. Just out of the fucking moment. And now it's catching on, too. Just, oh my lord. Anyway, look at that seagull. Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what are we talking about? Lame, this direct. Yeah, she's right, Q. Pretty lame. Own who you are, never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did, poor thing. You have no idea of the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull... Uh-oh, you just made a lot of good points. I swear. I'm beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Oh, did we? We got poisoned by the lemonade, didn't we? Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again, your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them, because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise, others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? Well, this place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters can be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Fake, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. What am I dating for? We wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Oh good, you're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy, living person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's heads open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they may be crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful, but I was just gonna narrate that fact too, you know? Not, say it out loud as a single word like some creep. Beautiful mask, your bunny mask, it's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery, but now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? Oops. You were the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store, be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes. But she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. Wait, she is? What? Is she called Anna or something? Anyway. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see that Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. Alright, team. I assume we accept. Oh, I see. We devour, accept, alright. When on Murderous Island, you might as well eat as the killer Sue. Plus, you really are hungry, and you can now chow down jerky sensually, right? I'd love some. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you're really going there? You do not play around, Cube. That's fucking correct, I am a streamer. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Cube. 5M game. There's this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once, but that doesn't count, does it? You hear the faintest giggles bubble out from behind Huntress's mask. Haha, you're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down and pick it up. I bet it's another coin. No, it's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who is definitely still alive and not at all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow or show off some of your knowledge of advanced humaning? Right, team? You're gonna be hung up on Lowell Boy for eternity. It's just fucking the best. Alright team, we flow. Huntress is admittedly a little scary. Might be best not to correct her at this moment. What if she gets upset? She could probably kill you with nothing more than this very clip itself, wielded as a blade in her nimble fingers. But honestly, would she even need the clip? Certainly her bare hands are enough to get the job done. You take a gulp thinking about it, just how fragile your puny little neck is. Also, between the fainting, human jerky, and the probably dead girl's hair clip, you're feeling ready to go back to the group and have a lie down. Good thinking, wouldn't want that jerky to dry out. I hate to break it to you, but never mind. Yeah, Cube, that was not very smart of you, was it? Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on the strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the breach. That is an awkward sprinting position. Clipboards in hand, which they're waving at the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary? I don't know. And attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for queued floor points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Yeah, they're trying to do the old ass to ass thing. Go, 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 go. Once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. Behind on time. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a crew? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there, done that. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex authority gimmick on me one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and Muss are back on you too. No, okay, this old thing I'll have to read again. Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get... It does actually call him nobody, very fun. I like those sort of jokes. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Cube, who do you think should go? Oh, damn it, that's a name. Please, pick someone quickly so that the tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. So we have one vote for Huntress, of course, already. I just gotta pre-plan... pre-assume... the Astra vote. I'm kinda curious what Wraith would, there's the anti-Huntress vote. We don't do that here though, like you gotta pick one. You can't just pick not that one. Yeah, I'm kinda curious what Wraith has to say with the whole, oh, I'm focused on story time and story stuff. So maybe he has something fun to say. Well, you had seen all four of them right here. You had Trapper, was the muscle angry bloke over on the right side. You had the Spirit, which is the emo I must have vengeance katana lady. You have Wraith, who is this fucker here, or who was this fucker here, who's all like hoity-toity storytelling game blah blah. And then you had the Huntress bear lady. Puri guy, I don't know who that is, sorry. Go their pictures again. Anyway, so I vote Wraith and Astra votes Huntress, of course. Guy in prisoner underwear. I'm guessing you mean this blog. So that's a three-way tie. Very good. Second one on Wraith, third one on Wraith, here we go. Okay, 3, 1, 1. So Wraith it is. Wraith, I choose you! Whoa, whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow, dark eye sockets. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in the story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death, and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. Very fine device that. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder the stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. "What do you do?" he asked the boss. "I did your job for you." "What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars." The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face contorting in evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. "Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are?" I don't know," mumbled the young man. "Yes, you do," screamed the boss. "Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands aren't clean." "My clients..." Fucking cubicle. Sounds like testicle. "My clients give me money and I take care of their problems. Eliminate the witnesses, tie up their loose ends. Or actually, you do." "No," the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. "Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner." That's not true, he's missing the geometry head. "And you reaped hundreds of souls." The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man had changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl on the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, its stupid fed head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss and its sniveling, crying wet face. Alright, bye Astra. We'll take the Huntress votes in your spirit while you're gone. Spirit. Anyway. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss at its sniveling, crying face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in, farther piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled. Empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting sack of a body, he smiled. Wraith stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room, until... Alright, team. Yeah. Fucking... some weirdo with a fucking car just asses in, or Woody's needles onto the fucking ground. Does the poor Wraith then. Alright, we can offer if effusive. Is that excited or whatever? I don't know. Ask more about the story or make a joke. Yes, a very bone of my sword kind of guy. Lore 4. Alright, I'll ask about the story. That poor young man, I wonder what happened to him. Oh yeah, we may never know. Well, wherever he is, I hope he's okay. I can't tell, but I think Wraith just smiled. Sorry, it's just weird to see him do it. Oh, he did actually have a little smirk on. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves. I do not believe that this is 80% of the game's total word count, even if he did like do another loop of that, given that it's a fucking visual novel and my fucking poor reading skills and throat will hate me tomorrow, but alas. It's for the content, TM. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up. And he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these group guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of these cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you. Yeah, Wraith just stands there in those, just lurking. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression because I guess that's not really my thing. So just know that if you got to know me, then, I mean, look, the others aren't around, and I really hate the fire, but I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool? I think that can be arranged depending on how you play through this game, DK, so if you want that sort of shit, go for it. And like, I don't know, whatever, you know? A dip in the pool with the Wraith, you've come a long way in a single day. Not saying you shouldn't follow him and an offer like that. Just don't forget a little talk. Oh boy. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. Okay, I didn't expect this to go as hard just yet, but oh well, here we go. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Hey, do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told, like, a minute ago? Yeah? Yes. Jesus Christ, DK. Yes. Did you... I mean, like... What do you think of the young man of the story? Do you think he's weird? He's being a bit weird right now. Alright, do we forgive him? Do we, he's not weird? Do we say he's weird? Where are we going with this, Wraithman guy? I think on the plus side is always the fact that, if we die, because, like, if we say the wrong thing and they kill us, we can probably just do over, so... He's weird, you say? Alright, what else are we saying? Anyone else wanna ask in on this? Give it a little bit more time. This game certainly has a soundtrack though. So would we forgive him, or which is your actual vote then, Mr. Be as cryptic as possible? Alright, fair enough, he's weird, only vote. Oh, he is most definitely weird. Rip the dude's whole head and spine out? Who does that? We're just murdering this guy. Get fucking done. Yeah, I definitely don't know. Well, that makes sense. Does the young man remind you of anyone? Well then. Guess we're bullying Wraith now. I'm sure Astra would approve. So we have one yes and one no, though I'm sure Manbango is also just joking with his voting suggestion. We'll take any lay that comes our way. I think you already picked the option that made the lay impossible in this line already by going, mate, you're very weird. So I think you're confusing a little bit. I guess we'll go with no. No, not really. I mean, can you imagine knowing someone like that? That would be awful. Oh yeah, awful. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in this water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Nice. He seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. Please, I can't be around any cube talk. No, that's unfortunate that that's my name, son. That line works very well for the stream. Great, good shit. Please, I can't bear any cube talk, not since the accident. I heard that story from someone else a long time ago. Story you just told us 2 minutes ago. Exactly, that one that wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous that we were about to make things awkward when we barge in, but obviously we couldn't hold a candle to whatever was happening here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed. For you, but not us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day cooped up in those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage late into the night. Resort uniforms. But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationships to tend to. That we do. Yeah, we're fucking cube exposure therapying him. Get over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. We don't know about your current situation. What don't you know about your current situation? Is that something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? And what if you like it? So, calling it now, we're actually one of the other killers. We just forgot who we are. So we're probably like humanoid or human small enough yet that we don't look like one of the monsters. So we're probably like a Legion member or something being washed ashore here. Or one of the other survivors. Although maybe that's not quite as snappy. Anyway. Although we did pick our name, so it's kind of weird if that's the thing. Whatever. We are Demogorgon. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, honestly, that's probably a good ship to vote on, like Huntress X Demogorgon. Anyway. I don't know about that. I think this might actually like have some more shit going on. Yeah. I mean, we probably just shredded onto a nearby like object and got launched into the sky a little bit, and they interpreted it as astronaut, so I think that's how that works. Ooh. Achievement unlocked, trial run. I kind of want to see what that is, because we got that while just staring at the screen for a bit. Huh. You're really getting the hang of it now, or so you think, says the achievement. Alright then. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, maybe it hurt us, maybe it's listening to the voice, maybe we said the right thing coincidentally and it gave us an achievement. Oh my god. Fucking... Where's my tinfoil hat? Never mind. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. They're now familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum, or other guests aren't the types you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top of pointer, which rotates the clock restoration button, the target you're going to be pointing at. The special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you wanted to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Fuck yeah, we do it. Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide you might adjust the dial and fix it. Oh. I thought we were voting for which character we're dreaming of. Alright, any numbers you guys prefer? Apparently we have anything from 88 to 102. Also, I can't guarantee that I'll land on the one that we're trying. I don't know if it stops immediately or if it spins out, or if I will also just fail the pseudo skill check. 96, that's not quite 69 though. I guess that's not an option. Next best thing, you're probably on the money there. So we have one for reverse 69. I'm assuming it'll stop hard, yeah.
Alright, let's talk about our community. For us, it means 2 major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game to write music or to make outfits. It's everybody that's part of what makes Dead by
I think
Daylight
that's my code.
this amazingly rich and passionate environment. It means groups of people who interact on every single possible social platform, in person. It means people who play together. It's even the people who play by themselves and never talk to anybody. So it's important for us to be able to break it down and figure out exactly who is part of the community, and how do we listen to them? How do we get close enough that we can actually hear what makes them happy, what makes them excited, what worries them, all of this. We need to know about that. So the other part of community for us is the community team. It's our team that we built. Obviously,
I hope this isn't too long because I intend on listening to the entire thing.
Pretty much just Dave and Ash and I talking to you live and trying to sift through every single forums, which we couldn't do.
I'm turning up the volume a bit.
We have a team of, I think, over than 50 people internally. Some people sitting at their desks in the office. Some people sitting at their desks all around the world in different countries to represent the different, pools of people around the world. And then we have, people who are half-time and people who are doing this out of the goodness of their heart. We have people that are part of the mods team, the community management team. It's a big machine, because for you, community might mean you and your friends and the people you play with, and the forums you visit, whether it's Reddit or Nico or whatever. But it's maybe 100, maybe 1,000 people that you feel are part of.
It's probably from a past community stream thingy, Q&A thing they did.
Hundreds and thousands of these pools of people around the world, and each and every one of these has their culture and their desires and their worries, and all of this is something that we need to have,
or some form of video view anyway.
And that's what our community team.
I'm sure it's some meta behavior stuff anyway.
It is a daunting and quite intimidating task, but they've been doing an amazing job at it, and we're going to talk about exactly who these people are and how they do their job. Gabriel,
it probably is art, but I'm not skipping it.
We're also going to have Gab Malvar talk to us about the Fog Whisperers program, which is a super interesting bunch of people that are helping, bring the good word of Dead by Daylight to the masses as possible. And then we're going to take a little moment to talk about all the community events and activities that we have in store for the celebration.
We watched Party Dead on stream, or well, not on stream, but
here we go. All right. Let's talk about our community.
Okay, it started over.
Two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else, either
we turn it off.
talking about the game or creating content
Actually,
relating to the game.
Does it change if I go listen more? Oh, we can pick something else then. Alright, let's have more random rambling. 96 is out. More votes, team.
Dead by Daylight, this amazingly rich.
Oh, yeah, we happened to watch Ponypool because we did some horror movie watching on the Cube Discord. And that was one of the ones we did.
In person. It means people who play together. It's even the people who play by themselves.
That's actually a really good idea. Hey, cool, that's one of the menu musics. Which one is that? I don't know. This, like, it sounds like Rework Legion music, but I think I heard this before Legion got reworked. Oh. Well, let's do the same one then, just to see if there's an achievement, because I think that's a cool idea. Drum solo. Well, let's go 100 then. Oops. Oh, that might be a Wesker's theme then. I didn't listen to the leaked theme, so this might be his. That could be cool. Doesn't really sound like Wesker, but I don't know who else it could be. Yeah, but not sure what else it could be. Oh. Oh, I fucking botched that hard. No, kind of. Nemesis' theme is also fairly intense. This is probably someone's terror radius, but I'm not sure whose. Could be Ghostface. I haven't played him at all since the rework, or maybe like once or twice. Oh. We're on 88, right? Of course, the first thing you picked was the one with the fucking long-ass community post discussion. Like, what the fuck? Everything else is music. Maybe that's our punishment for picking the reverse 69. Don't recognize this at all either. Maybe these are from the other games that they teased. They teased like 3 other, or 4 maybe even. Teased like 4 other games. Or not even teased, but like revealed. There was a stream yesterday from Behavior where they were like, hey, here's the new suit that we're working on and whatever. This could be that puzzle game that they teased. Which would mean that the one before was probably... Like the intense one was probably Meet Your Maker, which sounds like an interesting game. And the one before this, I don't know. Although it doesn't really fit any of the others, I don't think. This one could be the puzzle game. I was just a bit... Nah, whatever. We'll just go to the next one. Anyway, they revealed like 5 games. I wonder if they are just teasers for their new games or whatever. Or like previews of some of their other soundtracks. Let's go to the next one. I think we're on that one, right? Nice, congratulations. Hey, this is Clown's theme. Clown's menu music, it's very quiet. Jesus fuck. Why is this so quiet?
Now join me
on
a stroll down memory lane. Behavior's been making games for about 30 years.
Why are you so quiet, Mako? Shut, like, speak up! I was gonna say shut the fuck up, but that doesn't make sense.
But all of us on the team, we have our own stories we want to tell. And one of those stories...
Yeah, sorry, but I'm not listening to the second one of these. Oops, I almost clicked the game away.
Being a villain in a horror movie.
94. Boop. Last one. Could be that they intend for that to be hard to hear as like some sort of cryptic bullshit, or as a, like, I don't know, some weird shit. It would be odd for them to like have that mixed poorly compared to everything else. This is, however, also rather quiet. Also, this doesn't fit anything DVD. Could again be from one of their upcoming games. Alright, let's go to this one and then turn it off. I think this was the Legion thing, wasn't it? Yeah. That level of audio discrepancy would have been noticed by QA. I don't think that's completely unintentional as like that sort of tech issue, but you have like literally zero faith in anything, so that might be why you presume that, or is that presume the other thing? Not that I trust behavior with anything, at least nothing to DVD, so whatever. Anyway, I think we turned it off now. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Alright, team. Here we go, interesting part resumes. So I'd say we have, I think we've given Wraith our fair share, and then we've been like, lol, you weird, and thus we should probably not go for this. You'll blame me for this. For what? I am not picking Wraith. That is hard bullying. I don't bully killers. You'd be a good DBD player. Alright, we probably have the default vote of Huntress from Astra, even though she isn't here, and DK is voting for Wraith. Anyone else wants to ask in on those? Well, that's just how that goes when fucking DK is all like, lol, let's slag off the guy that we were nice to earlier. So, that's just life. If one ass is this way and then DK comes in and says we do the other way, then we end up with a split ass, which is, by the way, how it's supposed to be. So, there's a spirit vote, so now we have 3 different ones. I'm not blaming you, I'm just explaining how we got to half-ass. You can't blame me for the half-ass either, though. It's just how the votes work out. It's like politics. Alright, I'm gonna pull a quote, and we add the numbers together and see what that ends up. Actually, fuck, never mind. That doesn't make sense, does it? We'll go with 1, 2, 3, and then if any of the letters are present, we will see. Or numbers are present. That's not how my quote bot works. Fuck, never mind. That's not what we're doing. I mean, that had 3 words, so I guess that, I mean, technically 4. That would be here, but we're not doing that. I'm clicking on Spirit, fuck it, I'm not over-assing this. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Of course, she shows up at me, like, oh yeah, sure, fucking, I don't sleep anyway. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, I read that very wrong for a second, and steam my pores. Really? What, even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. And we got a comb. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb carved from bamboo. Or comb, I guess. I guess you could hold on to those. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though, and if you lose it, well, you get revenge on me? If it's the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy. Yeah, definitely can sleep well after that. Something starts with us. Whoa. I'm confused. Finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but I know you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Really worked up a sweat watching those killers toss a ball around, huh? Would it have hurt so much to go splash around in some cool ocean waves afterwards? I'm just saying, I'm out here, you know? Yeah, that's totally not being weird, Ocean, don't worry. You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Not like me, who's obviously completely honest and trustworthy. It's fucking... like, face, like, gurn below that, Jesus. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind, just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I'm an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you... Remember what I said earlier, it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired, get some rest, sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone, for real this time, maybe you drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Speaking of cock spider venom. Wait a second, where are we? This isn't... Oh jeez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all of the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went really well. These are some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say... Oh, I do. Okay, attractive, mysterious... I really don't know that many other words, since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was cured by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphon. That being said, the other 3 should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major Busco. And Trapper. Oof, where do we begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. Certainly look that way. That being said, something about this new car makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Watch out for the eggs. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I'm a master of self-control, and right now I'm using all of the self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. Haha, that wasn't funny. Laugh. That was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them though, I want to lead them on a little more. It will make it that much better for me when they're screaming. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what will happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. But I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Alright, that is, not how I expected that to go. Yeah, I don't know. I think he took the rejection better than I anticipated. Or the, haha, you are so weird. Maybe he just thinks we're an idiot. Maybe he actually thinks the story, or the no, we don't know who that was, is, like, real. I don't know, whatever. You open your eyes, the sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Thank you, narrator. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. True. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. I hope he doesn't make an appearance. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. That doesn't look pleasant at all. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. Is that true? I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, or torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review. Not an eternal prison of pain. And please, make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? This has some serious Danganronpa 2 vibes at times, although less, I don't know, oddly less anime, somehow. Hey, wait a second, how did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review. It was crafted with love or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. And whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate vacations, is not easy to do. Yeah, absolutely. Fucking entities up to some bullshit. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of creative process, with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Yeah, exactly. Stop shit-talking me, Chad. Like, I'm not bad at games. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Sure, they do make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course, apologies, Cube. Last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on this island? Alright, team. Yes, I've been having a lovely time. Yes, it's been really interesting. Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. Well, we kind of have to pick the third one. Just kind of by default. Actually, we've been obedient before, so maybe we pick the first one. I mean, this just leans into the same vibe that the other two were giving off, so maybe we just pick that. Yes, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option here. What an encouraging response. We're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette, maybe Cube isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. Zero chance, they're still clicking. Even right now to see how you respond. Hey, look at that! Yeah, they don't know anything. Doesn't matter though. Cube, we're so happy to hear you're having fun. What are my alternatives to clicking? Alter-foring? I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Cube. Do you hear us? We're all having fun! We do need to ask you one more question though. We all have to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Yeah, I am done. Are we, Chad? I'll sign anything. Thank you, last episode. Okay, well, you guys are no fun. No, I will not say anything negative. Yeah, see, fucking got him. No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Cube, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect, delightful, excellent. Yes, yes! Hey, Cube, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know nobody reads negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... so much for maintaining the beach buds. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? Yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It's like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. Can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone seen where I left my cleaver? Haha, just kidding, I always know where my cleaver is. Oh, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast, nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Ah well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say I did not. Haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing, and last night was no different, so in that case it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done though. Now if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun, that would be weird, but like a good amount of fun. Now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep on wanting more. You're getting good at this sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. Speaking of breakfast, I might have to order some food in a sec. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Goddamn, rest in peace your toe. Or in pieces or whatever remains. You hear that? Who are you addressing me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these for fine colors, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shot. No, stick it in there. A little more. A little more. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Yeah, it seems like feet are just made to be broken. Like they ask that so easily. Wait, why did you shoot a deer in the hoof? What are you doing to the fucking animal population? Oh wow, look at the super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on, a little privacy please. Bright is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here, and that I could hear you, you know. No what? What do you think we're doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, you know, fun? Right, excitable? Yeah, we are dating by daylight, it's true. At least we're trying, we'll see. Wait, the deer died after you shot it in the hoof? Like, what? What the fuck? God damn. It kind of stopped its toe on your bullet, didn't it? Man, your aim is something. You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. Come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were... me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry words, wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Cube. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and comedy. A cragmedy. Did you write this game, DK? This is a DK line if I've ever seen one. Oh, I see, yeah, the fucking bones playing like billiards or pool or whatever inside of its body and then eventually hitting the brain. That makes sense. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? Aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's not a tree at all, it's... Hey babe, breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is done. No one should eat before noon or after 4 PM. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I'll give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat? Threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Look who's talking. Yeah, there was a lot of packs in there. Okay, now that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh yes, hunters, that makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us, I mean hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic, bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. Avatar is a fine man. I'd date Avatar. Avatar would be fun. But of course, you washed up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. You really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Huckstress. You look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the Wraith interjects. You usually don't do this, but I had a dream about you last night, and yeah, I mean, not like a weird dream, but like, I don't know. I wanted to tell you about it. You want to maybe hang out with me today? Why am I so bad at this? No worries, if not, I guess Huntress seems pretty great too. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because lemons were poisoned all along. Yeah, if only we didn't get lemonade to drink on our first day and sipped it right the fuck up and then wondered why we were poisoned. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So, who will it be? Well, I mean, you guys get to figure that out while I quickly order some food in the background. You guys vote on whomst of these two you would prefer. I'll only be a second, so shouldn't be too long. I'm really enjoying the music on this though, it's very fun, very upbeat, very like good times sort of vibe. Which makes sense for what this game is. One second. Local man cannot make up his mind. Okay, there we go. Crabather, I'm sorry, but that is not one of the options here. This is being an idiot, I can see why he needs more slagging. Yeah, I don't think hanging out with him is slagging. I think we're like picking who we prefer. Anyway, I'm gonna click on Huntress. Fuck you guys. I gotta go with Huntress. Whee! Look at how excited she is. Forest Trend achievement, alright. You and Huntress make your way to the secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look it up. Thrums is a real word, I swear. Is it actually? Come on, chat. Sort this fucking game right out. Don't let this writing slip by. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix the sexy and the horrifying? Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. Struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across thorny brush. She halts suddenly and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you've arrived. Cabin in the woods. Obligatory in nearby nearly all horror films and stories. And you've come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job. The cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her head to the side, as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? No. Oh. Is it just me or did Sun seem a little disappointed? Did peg her for a lover of the Fang, but hey, I don't judge. Okay, that is some lingo I am not, Alright, yeah, let's just move on. Come in, let's explore. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it has a certain homey charm. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets lines the mantel. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not of this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? Thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I'm more of a minimalist. I could learn to like this. It's so much. Fucking blood in the background. I mean, this is kind of more honest. From my point of view. I mean, we do like Hunters, so we can go. I could learn to like those. If no one's asking up, then I think I'm gonna pick this one. Yeah, the Moro knows that is me. Honest can be okay. I don't know, let's say I could learn to like those. I could certainly learn to like those. The whole place, it's quite tactile. There's so much to look at. The organized chaos makes me want to craft things with my hands. I knew you'd like it here. You have the eye of someone who appreciates fine stolen things. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many more goodies on the island. But first, what do you think are the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they're at least they have interesting backstories and whatnot. I don't know why I can't read today. It's a terrible time. Little gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Cube? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You are not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy taking this moment in... She is indeed a treasure huntress. Crabs! Oh boy, this game got really good all of a sudden. Oh no, it's an attack! A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices in the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you and Huntress in swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? Shield Huntress, run and hide. Grab a Shashka. We fight. Fucking punch him. Not to be outdone by crabs. You quickly reach out and grab a Shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know that a Shashka, different writing this time, is a Russian sword, not an umbrella or a can of cola or something else like that. You did prepare me, yeah, fucking crab rave. Should I play that? I see the music is already playing. There's enough music going on. Back to back with Huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones you miss go scurrying away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to not be the surface of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has that ponderous look on her face again. You join her on the couch. And sometimes those near-death experiences really get me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Oh boy. Yeah, basically. I'm gonna go be in the bathroom 1 second, having a drink and stuff, sorting out my throat. So feel free to enjoy the music and pick what option you want while I BRB. Yeah, whenever one crab eats another, it just absorbs the other's power and they get, in total, twice as strong. Oh, 1 second, need to... Alright. Alright. Maybe one day with the right person. I ironically had to just put on some clothes because I ordered food, so I have to be able to receive that at some point. Which is ironic given what we're playing. I mean, it's a life-changing decision. You have to make sure it's right. Huntress smiles coyly. Good answer. You never know what kind of weirdos are out there. Yeah, like Wraith. Jesus Christ, what a guy. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest. Huntress chuckles, her laugh quite cute and soft. I was so innocent, we hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage and mother would tell me stories and we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted from me, but since coming here something feels off. It's beautiful and warm and everyone is so attractive, like thirst traps galore, but don't you get the feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no, she's onto you. But to you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head, nightmares, visions of a dark cloud. But in Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Yeah, I mean, they probably just ran around and shot in the forest with the bears, which is probably where she got that fucking name from. Yeah, just fucking catapult launch that shit. Quick, validate her theory or try and push it off. Yeah, totally, fucking, yeah. I think you're onto something. What do you know? Like, how long have you all been here? Do you remember anything at all about why we might be here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we're all serving some greater purpose here. I mean, you don't have to track her. She's probably just gonna appear next to you, ready to shoot. Or, well, for you to shoot her, rather. Ready to be shot, I guess. Huntress reveals a strange object that they stole from near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbols on it. Right. Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle, however the label is interesting. She hands it over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement, but it needs to happen back at the beach. Oh, there goes that scene. Yeah. Huntress. You arrive at the beach and realize you are set up. There's no big announcement after all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. It's true, exactly like that voice that we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny. The trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manly manliness brought to life. Also, was he holding his breath under there the whole time waiting for his cue? That's commitment to a bit if I've ever seen it. Heard you spend the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from outside while watching her cubs cry over a body from the inside. Yep, this is you, DK. Like, goddamn. Wow, Trapper is the real deal, and by real I mean really, and by deal I mean evil. Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me you get it both ways, savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? Yeah, so, we blowing off the old, Trapperoni, or are we in? What do we say, team? I kinda wanna go with, as if, but I have a feeling that we might actually die if we reject him further. The eldest breath, you're 100% sold. That is a good point, yeah, that's pretty impressive. I ultimately kind of want to spend a bit of time with everyone anyway, so may as well be now if it helps us stay alive in order to survive. I am also kind of concerning. You are very concerning, Artman. That is 100% true. Well, that sounded more like he was saying that to the camera, as in like to not be... like, not let himself get embarrassed, that he had some sort of plan about about stringing you along. At least that's how I interpreted that. Hang out might be a good way to... Fuck yeah, I'm in. That sounds amazing. Goodbye, Huntress. That sounds amazing. Why didn't you leave with all that fancy stuff yesterday? A life of brutal havoc, slaying underlings, being really rich and sexy. You know what, let's not make it too fucking all in on Trapper. Let's say it's a tough decision. I was taken in by a statuesque frame at first, but I've started to believe that there's nothing behind those. Okay, look, you don't have to go that ham cube, like, for the love of fuck. I don't say this lightly, but I'm changing paths. I want Trapper. Well, goodbye, Huntress. Astra's probably very happy. I get an achievement, gruesome twosome. That sounds exactly like what I'm into. Look, we all make mistakes. Well, at least people like you do. I don't make mistakes. The important thing is learning from them and correcting them the first chance we get, so an angry man doesn't come and bash your brains in. Not that I would have done that. No, I'm more of a split you in half kind of guy. Very different from smashing, that's more Wraith style. Anyway, here we are. My beautiful cave. The only true great place on this entire island. Welcome, please, make yourself at home. But not really. This is my home and don't you forget it. But please relax. This is where I come to get away from the screams, to hear other screams. I'm just kidding, this is a peaceful place as long as no one arrives uninvited. And since I invited you here, let me just say, stay away from the water. Far away. Do you understand? Do we assume that's a trap, or do we want to have him spell it out? This is certainly a place we're gonna have. In terms of commitment and picking mates. Interesting theme he has, though. There would be in character for the guy called the Trapper. Yeah, so we just assume it's a trap. Because it's a literal trap and I'll die. Because it's a literal trap and you'll die. No silence should last this long unless Wraith is around. Hey, seriously, don't go in the water. Even more importantly, though, stay away from that cave entrance, and don't ask me why, you got it? Maybe we sass up a little bit, see how that goes. Maybe I'm asking for death, though. He seems, a little bit unhinged. Traps win. Ask him why, okay, sure. Why can't I ask about it? I liked you more when you didn't ask questions. Now that you know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. Nope, actually you can't, because at exactly this moment, Trickster shows up. Thank you, Trickster. I don't think I was actually going to say that sentence ever, but thank you, Trickster. Hello there, you sexy thing. No, you Trapper, I'm talking to this beautiful specimen over here. Why are you here? And I don't just mean in my secret spot. Why are you literally here on this island? Obviously for the same reason we all are. I think. Maybe. Actually, I have no idea why you're here. I better ask Wraith what's going on. He probably has all the answers. Anyway, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I want to find love, same as you. I don't know, sounds like a legit reason. So, what do you say, Cube? You want to find love with me? You know, I'm not sure we should be going for Trickster. But I mean, Trapper is like, you know? Because, I don't know. I mean, asking why we should go with Trickster is maybe a bit insulting to the man. Like, he would probably assume immediate yes. Yeah, I mean, I guess we should do that, right? Okay, we ask. You tell me, why should I? Suddenly Trickster sounds very serious. His popstar persona is gone. I can promise you something Trapper can never give you. Love. Trapper only wants someone he can use and manipulate for his own gain. A loyal lapdog he'll discard the second he finds a bigger, stronger, meaner puppy he can abuse without fear of being bitten. But I want nothing more than to love someone and to be loved by them. Not because I'm a celebrity, but for who I am as a person. I don't even know what real love is. No one can see past the person my manager wants them to think I am. But I'm more than a pretty face and a whole lot of skill, and my heart is kind and unburdened by moral trappings of money, fame, and power, no matter how the world is meant to see me. Trapper doesn't even really want you for you, but that's all I want, you and nothing else. Now what do you say, will you come with me? Why does it have to be so extreme? Alright then, I think this guy is trying to fuck us over, so I think we laugh at Trickster, he's clearly playing this for a fucking joke. Oh, yeah, it's probably from Denmark, yeah, the K-pop character is most likely. Like, the K-pop is probably from DK, so that makes sense, yeah. DK-pop. go with him. Are you guys insane? I kind of want to laugh at Trickster. The thing is, right? I hate this character. Not even from this game, but from DVD. Alright, fuck it, we go Trickster then. You throw your arms around Trickster. I'm yours, Trickster, take me away. Okay, look, you fell for it. This is a little joke here about how we knew you'd be so horny for Trickster that you'd sacrifice your entire playthrough to switch track. Look at you guys! Look, this is you, by the way, being slagged off. Get fucked, chat. Jesus Christ. At this seemingly random moment. Haha, joke's on you, we put him in this game because he's an absolute fox, but you can't really pursue him. I mean, come on, he's called the Trickster for crying out loud. And this cave belongs to the Trapper, get it? Tricked and trapped, a real 1-2 combo, punch to the groin. So it's off to horny jail for you, which in this case is restarting from the beginning of Trapper's day. Don't make this mistake again, you big horny dummy. Well, we fucking died. Good job, team. Give up. I like that give up is an option. Maybe I should click that. I wonder what happens. Look, we all make mistakes. Yeah. Is there a fast forward thing? Oh, I can hold this down. Lovely. Okay, this time we ask why we can't go into the thing and don't call him out on the trap. How come? Because it's a literal trap and you'll die. Well, it's same dialogue. It's good that it works both ways, though. That's kind of decent. Hey, seriously, don't get in the water. Yeah. So, do we pick this again? Do we say I understand or don't tell me what to do? It is a kind of a power move to ask why after being told not to ask why. Alright. Okay, you ask me one more question, you're going to end up a rotting head on the beach, is that clear? You know, we've already seen a rotting head on the beach, so maybe he's not joking around. Although, maybe that's us, maybe this is a time loop thing. Yeah, see if there's an achievement, fuck you. Are you serious? As soon as you finish your sentence, you feel Trapper's massive hands grab you and thrust you into the shimmery pool at the side of his cave. Something immediately begins to pull you in. Your last sight is Trapper watching you slip below the water's surface. He doesn't even bother to point out how terrible you are at following directions, because you already know that. I think give over makes us like have to reload from whence we last saved, which was a while ago, so we you know, this time I didn't get an achievement because we already, like, the first achievement was to like die in this scene, and we already did that, so. Give over? What? Did I say give over? Oh well. But yeah. Q-Brain. What do you mean railroaded? I mean, the others are, like, we've already made a decision to go into this date, and then we probably have to act according to what is, like, what makes sense in the situation. He literally says, I will kill you if you do this, so we do this, and then we die. I don't think that's really, like, something you can, like, complain about. I understand. Now that you know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. Nope, actually you can't, because at this exact moment... Yeah, okay, yeah. No. Fuck you, Trickster. Demand that you leave this cave immediately. Why? He's a phony. He hasn't proved his worth, or you're loyal to Trapper. I kinda wanna call him a phony. I'm gonna call him a phony. Maybe we die again. You're a prepackaged fraud who will never be as rich and powerful as Trapper. My, what a mouth my little friend here has. If someone were calling me a fraud, I'd be furious. That said, at this point, I'd also most likely be cleaning their guts off the floor of my cave. Since you haven't made any moves by now, I can tell you that what I know... I can tell you know what I also know. It ain't happening, pal. Jesus, fuck. I won't be acknowledging any of these gross insults by replying to them. Isn't saying that actually a reply? Trapper snorts with laughter and Trickster shoots you a glare before slipping out the back of the cave as quickly and silently as you arrive. Hey, look at that! Conflict resolution without anyone getting slashed, bashed, or split in half. Your complete devotion and allegiance to this hulking monster really has brought a sense of calm purpose to your life. Trapper is happy, at least he might be. He's smiling, but it's unclear if it's a happy smile or an angry rage smile. And then again, that's always the case with him. Well, thank goodness that's behind us. Even if the smell of cleaver body spray is not. None of us are proud of that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm feeling a little stressed out, and I hate to be uncomfortable in my own abode. I'll be right back. He's gone. Not sure for how long, though. What do you want to do while you wait? I feel like snooping around could be fun, but we've already died twice in this segment. Maybe we shouldn't provoke a third death? Or maybe at this point it doesn't matter. I mean, we can kind of save as well, I guess. Oh, we can save during choices. That's interesting. An interesting choice. Alright, team, do we snoop or do we remain perfectly still? Snooper. Snooper. Alright, we snoop. Hey, we find a coin. You do some casual snooping and eventually find a gold coin. Too bad it's completely useless. Trapper's back and he's carrying an enormous jug of what looks like moonshine. That is a lie. I see that he has absolutely nothing in his hands. Non-0% chance it's chlorine. Dwight did mention a bottle when missing from the pool shed. Well, do you want something to take the edge off? Like a skull jammed onto a spike? Oh yeah, brother, fuck it. I mean, this is probably the only reasonable option here, right? So, yeah, that might kill me. I have no idea if that's moonshine, a deadly poison, or moonshine so strong it might accidentally be a deadly poison, so no. I was trying to be polite. Not sure how people actually do that. How'd I do? Nail it? Truth is, I don't think there was any way you'd say yes. I'm actually gonna drink the whole thing myself. Alright then, enjoy. Weirdo. Because you showed you can be trusted, I'm finally ready to show you one of my sketches, and this time I won't take no for an answer. This one is very important to me, I've never shown it to anyone. Feast your eyes. On this! It's porn. No, it's Hillbilly. Aww. Look at him, he's beautiful. That looks like something a kindergartner would make if they had been blindfolded. That's a bit rude. Well, what do you think of it? It's amazing. I love it, you have some real skill and I hope you can continue putting time into developing this passion of yours. Do you honestly think so, or are you just being polite? Fuck. I really like Hillbilly. So I really want to praise him for drawing Hillbilly, even if the actual drawing isn't like particularly good. But it was also a little bit of polite. No, fuck it, honestly. Seriously, it's great. Are you dumb or a liar? Dumb. Yeah, I'm kind of thick. No shit. I didn't draw this. I stole this from Hillbilly. He's not on the island. He lost his spot to Trickster. Fuck's sake. Shit game. I want my money back. We got Trickster instead of Hillbilly. Honestly, this game sucks. I might like have to download those, like, download on the thing, like negative review and all. It's impossible to play. My sketches are actually good. You really will get to see one soon, too, so long as things go well. Writing blood at the back of the cave entrance. We swear this time we're going to tell you the truth. Honestly, please believe us. It's time to meet everyone for dinner. It's fine. I'm so hungry I could eat another horse. Another? Another? Like you've eaten one before, or you've eaten a horse today? Yes. Yes to which one? Exactly. Don't bother. You need to keep a schedule. Hey, Dumb and Dumber, I have a question for you two. So much for the schedule. Yes, sir? Either of you want children? We can't answer that. How could we even think about becoming parents when all we want is our freedom? Whether it be the freedom to leave this island or the freedom to die and stay dead. I'll take that as a no on children. Good for both of you. You just earned yourself a quick death next time. Unless I forget I said this. Please don't. Don't what? Forget. Forget what? This is a nightmare. Now let's eat. Yeah, the music is really giving it its all. It's really good music so far. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just a remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you really are feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, it'll keep your dirty little secrets. Or I'll keep your dirty little secrets, whatever. But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the, appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest longshot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderous Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. So I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shark. Lamb shank, not lamb shark. That's not quite the same. Goddamn brain. Lamb shank, rare, salt, pepper. No sauces allowed. And serve it with one single slice of a piece of broccoli so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait until you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Yeah, land shark, basically. Alright, we recap our day honestly. We fucking play our cards straight here. Or actually, no, never mind. I was gonna let you guys vote on shit, and I've been choosing like 3 things in a row. So, team, do we say nothing or do we recap our day honestly? We could go full business. Sure, let's be all over the place. Fuck it, let's say nothing. What happened between me and Trapper will remain between me and Trapper. Is that a real smile from Trapper? My god, this is terrifying. Finally, this island has another person who knows how to act with dignity and respect. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetite. I hate you, Claudette. Don't you mean... Oh my god. No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off of the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Firebomb. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. For us, just for doing our jobs? Thank you kindly. What do we just give him? Do we give him the coin? Do we... What do we do? What? Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice in how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good, something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, of my eyes because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally... What? Tip? For fuck's sake? And finally, everyone starts moving toward the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. Yeah, Wraith, shut the fuck up. Goddamn. Take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you thing! Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but sometimes something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Other killers as in other than Wraith, or did I miss something? I wish there was a like log, a chat, like a dialogue log thingy to check. Oh, cool. Now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or do we play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points a spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Well, it was referring to Wraith like 1 or 2 sentences ago, so I thought it was just referring to Wraith. Also, I wanna just see something. This setting does hardly anything. Like, look at the tiny ass difference between that, and it has like 5 levels too. It's absolutely pathetic. Anyway, At least that's how I understood it. Maybe it was meant to be understood the way you did, so I don't know. Maybe you're onto something. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves sitting up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe we stop talking about it all the time. We can start to pretend it's not there, not here, and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. It's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. You was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Alright, team. We just birthed, and since we're Mr. Inconsistent, we should probably tell a story, right? But I'm letting you guys ask it on this, of course, so pick your poison, or our poison, or however we want to say that. From one ditch to the other, fucking yeah, we'll tell a story. Sure, I'm gonna tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Romance, adventure, or action? Alright, team. Where are we steering this SS shit story ship? Adventure, of course. Since you took two extremes before, you must now middle. It's certainly a way of employing the dialogue arrangement into your decision making. Alright, sure, let's pick adventure. Right, you like your Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies? How about some adventurers? Now we're talking! It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice and will not politely. You don't have to say that, Wraith, just not politely. Okay, ready? Here goes. I really like to go fishing. Nice, best story. We're already like off to a fantastic start. Solid hobby, great foundation for a story for sure. Pause. Everyone is waiting with bated breath, no pun intended. Oh wait, that's it? Not much of a story, barely even a thought. My pun was better than that story. You sure that's all you gotta say? You're gonna force me to pick the top option, right? I kinda wanna hear what our character will fucking do as a story, but you're gonna force me to pick the top option, aren't you? Like, haha, look, aren't we funny? This is a fucking DK joke right here. Of course you'd pick the top option. I also wanna go on with the story, so that's 2-1. Okay, good. 3-1. Good fuck, DK. No, I was just kidding. So what type of story do you want to tell? Oh. Oh, for fuck's sake, game. I thought we were gonna, like, pick some bullshit. Alright, well... Let's pick personal, maybe. Maybe we'll learn something about ourselves. Finish fishing. But yeah, I really want to pick personal here. Maybe our character, or the narrator, or whoever will, coincidentally reveal who or what we are. Aside from geometry. We have one for action. Right, 3-1. I'll get a little personal now, if that's okay. Those types of tales are the best and often the most sad. Yeah, you don't say. It's a bit of a love story. Is it about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine? Or about a deranged killer who makes the only woman who ever believed him and witness a display of shocking violence? Not quite, it's about my parents. I met at a party in college. He was hosting, she'd been dragged there by some friends. Oh. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. That's a bit fast. Bit too soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with someone. Love could spark from a look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire, but it's quite alarming, actually. Except for Trickster, who has headphones in and is loudly playing his own music to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end it here. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? Look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Well, here we go. I'd say we don't pick Wraith again, to be honest. I don't know. Okay, that's one for 8th. I think I want to go Huntress. How dare you? Spirits were all things to tell, so we have 111. Any investment in this, my mango? Fucking DK. Alright, that makes 2. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, or technically I suppose the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. For the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby-chic farmhouse. Together they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. God damn, that's a lot of eating. They chose lilikoi, by the way, so fancy. When it came to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, or the fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, so that they'd be at height of their freshness and beauty. Yeah, it sounds like a fish, since there's koi in it. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the bride, the fiancée, since she had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancée told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow it was more beautiful than it had ever been before. Just on the edge of her view was a new bush, filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. And then she fucking died. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead impossibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the fiancé crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering, moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of the mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked, and walked, and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her. To no avail. She's actually crying, goddamn. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, never finding them. Yeah, that's some fucking blight shit right there. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there all alone. Thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Cube, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we don't actually care, we're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your rap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Oh, baby. Right? Below 0, what? What? Anyway. Okay, you have fun tonight, and try not to wink wink end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? White is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Lucky is also being murdered by that nickname. Anyway, well, expect for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Oh my god, that sentence. Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit or getting blazed, it's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? And those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before they get to very far. If it's running away someplace more secluded Cube is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that the corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. Sell you fucking weird-ass dating sims on their fucking successful IPs as well while they're at it. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she actively is trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or is it just... Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you, for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going on. You heard him, who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? Just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. There was, a sentence. Which color will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. You have a thing for naming people random shit. So I am not surprised to hear that even extends to your IRL situation. Yeah, fuck him. As in, not actually, but you know what I mean. Well, hydrate. Alright, I'll do a double then. Alright, we have one vote for Spirit. We have the in Spirit vote from Astra, of course, going to Huntress. So we can, in theory, count that as well. I mean, it has enough of the beach vibe anyway, even without that specifically. Well, let's go with Spirit then. Spirit? Oh, you picked me, yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. Make for interesting company. I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize. But I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge, takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A-game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything and getting to really know who I am is impossible task not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here are better than any... I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. Damn. You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette, both holding cocktail shakers, surrounded by a bevy of bottles for assorted boozes. Who's ready to get wasted? Oh, I don't drink, so not me. You really don't drink, ever. Is that like because it will just fall out a hole in your stomach thing, or I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison of the body and the mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing. Then why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things. Right, now that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue. Whoa, who ordered the soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed by your father, on whom you'll have your bloody revengeance. Right, well, so be it. How about you, Cube? Do you drink? Nope, we do not drink, or do we? I am usually very strongly no alcoholism, but I'll buckle to stream if you guys are all about the booze. Well, that's a statement that makes absolutely no sense, right? Because your Dubois ended up being, like, hard sober. Non-alcoholic drink a coconut with umbrella. Alright, so that's one. But we stay sober then. I've got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm gonna pass on the alcoholic drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. You watch as Spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Oh god. Cherry juice splatters everywhere and his little fruity guts flop out at the Spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows stains. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drinks shall we make? Fancy beer, zombie, Bloody Mary, or dark and stormy. Okay, I don't know shit about folks, so you guys gotta ass up in here. Yeah, they probably are the real killers. Actually, though, we have been killed by the others, so you know. Shalom. What do you think it said? Bear? Oh, right, I see. Dark and stormy. That does sound fitting. Bloody Mary also sounds pretty decent though. So we have one Mary, one dark and stormy. Fancy bear. Bears are off the menu. DK hasn't hunted them yet. At least not to extinction. Or maybe this is like post DK and bears just don't exist anymore. Like they've been like... the bear apocalypse has happened. Alright, now we need Mambago to go zombie, so we have like one on everyone. I agree, bears are fantastic. Although they don't live very long around DK. I don't know anything about drinks, so I could not tell you what any of these mean. Heterally, yeah, maybe. Well, I was hoping for someone to make the decision for me. Alright, how do we solve this? Number of words. We got that, that's 3 words, so we pick number 3. Which one was number 3 of you guys? First was Dark and Stormy, then we had Mary, then we had Fancy Beer, so that would be Fancy Beer, unless... Fucking Dark and Stormy. Okay, never mind. There's our fucking double answer, finally. How about a Dark and Stormy drink for my Dark and Stormy date? Okay, that one is cute. Yeah, look, fucking... You guys are in the know on how to sort drinks with people. I'm probably gotta do some skill checks while I make the drink here or some shit. First rum, or in this case, rum extract and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice, and then fresh ginger beer is added in, garnish with a lime wheel, and drink. The end. Do you think you're up to the challenge of replicating this recipe cube? Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice. Don't forget the lime wheel! Rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with a lime wheel. Not sure I appreciate your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural. A sassy natural. You and Dwight might have more in common than... Don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at you at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time to relax. Wanna make out a little? Well, that was immediate. You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you can get a yes out. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. Well then. How dare you, Mambango. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Wait, feels like you've been here a lot longer than that actually. It's so late that the sun's already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used up your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang. The brain, the Magul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Cube chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? Damn it, Huntress. No, not to eat, Huntress. What? Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. No particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even if in this case it's a subtle dig. Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead-by-Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Cube, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished! And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much, I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm into. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. If you're not a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Hit us, Spirit. Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. I thought they were gonna draw them, get stabbed there, but alas, no. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Rave. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you're dying the spirit. Sorry, anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Cube privately. I don't know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Cube? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about over the weekend. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Great! Andres, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready for choosing in the morning. Now, go dream about all these swoon-worthy options that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you're off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderous Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Dun, dun, dun. Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill the killer, but you can break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean, that's right, tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? It will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. Well, what's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trevor seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry, and although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress? She might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss, so which sociopath are you eliminating? Well, I gotta say, from the proposals for tomorrow, I'm kinda digging Spirit. Just fucking going, lol, fuck you, Yod, and then dying and being reborn, that sounds fun. I am really not at all into Trapper, generally speaking, in terms of like what he's been offering. With I don't know. Huntress is alright. I think in terms of like default good-ish options, I feel like Huntress is alright too, like pick. I think she seems alright overall. So, as in, you're all saying, like, goodbye Trapper. We're picking who we're eliminating for tomorrow, by the way, not who we're dating tomorrow. So, don't get confused. Is it really confused if I wasn't the one being confused? That's weird. Anyway. But yeah, I feel like we're eliminating Trapper here, which is probably what most people do. Okay, we have 1 for Huntress, and if I read that correctly, 2 for Trapper. So we're probably eliminating Trapper. Alright, that's the third. Achievement unlocked. Yeah, Trapper. This was very simple. Trapper, you scared the living shit out of me. You are eliminated. That's fair. Honestly though, I don't care. You suck. Not in a good way. You bore me, you personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you, which I was totally going to do tomorrow, the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you though, out of principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. Because of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Cube when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Nice. That's pretty good. Their own, mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. How do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Cube. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. You're going to sleep tonight knowing what you've done. No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the truth is I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when your mother is scared by and out when you were young. Yeah, how do you know? Wild guess. It's also the only thing you talk about. Oh, excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over in that tree and I'm feeling peckish. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Cube, sorry I forgot. I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection well, at least I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting, and I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Yeah, I think there was a chance I might get eliminated. Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Just the volume of words I spent talking about how much I don't care about things signify deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me. What? You're not a part of this? You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything you feel. I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. Gonna tell everyone that Crickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghost... Don't you say it. Look, we got it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on! Whatever, I don't even care, I'm the trickster. See you around, Cube. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know? You do? Yes! Seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Mildew? Mildew? Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind, what does that mean? No, not you two. Not you two. This wasn't meant to be confessional time for literally every character in the game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our ass off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How was that You know what, I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. Got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral of staircase of pain that is my life that I felt a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, these sweet sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls. It's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. Please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Oh well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyway, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy. Well, this went in multiple places. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also using a colored crab as a pillow, which is sort of soft, which it's sort of okay with. I don't know why I read that so poorly. You pull on your beach attire. Isn't it? Put on or whatever. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their face excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach, where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You're going to declare your affection for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos on this show. I'll chew this agent out. But before they walk you over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Cube. Can't be easy being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder and making out, and you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect, so don't tell anyone we told you this, but... What? And White look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. Friend zone? That doesn't sound too bad. Who do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? So that might look around conspiratorially again. Well, I've seen these sparks flying between you and Huntress. I saw her whittling a Lego figurine of you last night while everyone else was asleep. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad, we're on a schedule. But I want to spit in a god's face. That sounded fun. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. There's no chainsaws in this, have there been? It's time for a newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Cube, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Wait, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. I suppose. But no roses, there's such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too, just me? Sorry, you've got other things to think about right now. Cube, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? The old .be, what? Dean's list, what? It's kinda hard to keep up with chat while also reading shit out. Alright, Rupert is voting for Wraith. Which one is Ostless? Is that also Wraith? Because he's suddenly in the lead then. I'd say we go with Spirit personally, because goddamn, fucking spitting in a god's face, dying and being reborn, that sounds alright with me. Being said, Huntress is a treasure hunter or adventure hunter or whatever, so maybe we are, like, plot-wise drawn to that. And Wraith ultimately is the one, like, going, lol, maybe we can escape this shit. So, I guess they all have their merits. I'm not fucking Wraith. I mean, it says Cube, not DK, so I think you're in luck in that regard. Okay, I should just take these moments where I let you guys vote on shit to just shut the fuck up and not speak for a second, because reading out all this text is doing me in. Give over, yeah. I will. I give control over to the entity. Well, we're not quite that bad yet. That was after like 9 hours of Satisfactory and like 7 AM in the morning or some shit, which is double, never mind, at 7 AM or some shit. So, I feel like that one was alright. Well, I'm just gonna click on Spirit then, because you guys aren't really asking much. You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large head and into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to be a better person and resisted the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. Oh, Tywin DK, but I'm not part of this dating game. They haven't made a cube dating game yet. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. Really? Well, yes, that's why I just said all of that. I should have a funny way of showing it. You basically ignored me for 2 days. I don't see it like that, but what? All that matters is what you want, and I'm simply supposed to go along for the ride? But you're the only one who has agency in this? You make the decisions? You're the boss? Get bent. I'm not going anywhere with you, or now or ever. If you want me, you're going to have to show it. You're going to have shown it. I don't think that choice counts. Cube, who else do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Well, in that case, I'd say we go Huntress. Which, I mean, is fair enough that it's like, nope, you've made your choices. You gotta tank him. It's just pretty funny that she acts that way when she was about to, like, lol, let's make out last night, and then got interrupted. Yeah, probably. Alright, we have one vote for Wraith. I guess there's always the implied vote of Astra if we end up going... Yeah, she didn't stab me, which is good. It's very unlike spirit players generally. They're usually the most spiteful creatures. That's actually not true, but pretty spiteful nevertheless. I don't think so. We did have one hangout with this man's. So I don't know. Okay, let's try Wraith then. You turn to Wraith and let out a sigh. Oh, are you becoming more like him? Wraith, since I got to this island, I've been drawn to your quiet nature, your unassuming good looks, the nervous energy you bring to every situation, no matter how normal and mundane. I love the way your brain works. I love the way your body moves, and I love how we are together. Wraith looks like he just watched the Earth explode from an orbiting space shuttle. His mouth hangs open a little, his eyebrows twitch. No one can tell if he's too excited to process or partially dead. Got anything to say, Wraith? No. What? No, you can't make me. I won't. I'm sorry. Wraith, but I thought that was how this works. It's my turn to pick and I picked you. No, I don't trust you. They sent you, didn't they? You can't have me. I won't let them get to me. If you expect me to let you into my life, I get that you wouldn't want to spend all your time with me. Even I wish I could get a break. Even I wish I could get a break, but you'll need to do more than that. Please just pick someone else or leave me alone. Okay, thanks, bye. Yep, it does railroad me into my only other choice, I guess. Well, it does make sense, right? Since, like, Huntress is the only one we spent 2 events with, so... Maybe it also will screw me over and say, nope, you have just not been committed enough to a single person, so that'll also be a thing. Which would make sense since we, like, asked around a little bit much. What do you mean sent? Oh, right. Yeah, I wonder, like, before we continue with this, I wonder if it's going to deadlock me and just, like, go, nope, you have not been committed enough to any of them, because I could see that being a thing. That being said, Claudette and White earlier said that we, like, that she was into me, so probably not. I don't know, I feel like we're being sort of adequately judged, because, like, Spirit was correct that we basically ignored her for the first 2 days, and, like, Trapper, we, like, hung out with but then voted him out. Wraith we hung out with once but were pretty mean to him, so like him going like lol nah is also understandable, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious about that. Although I feel like Trapper would always be a fallback, right? Like he seems like the kind of guy where if you like give him any sort of attention you'd be like fuck yeah. Anyway, you turn to Huntress. She's never looked more appealing. Yep, as the only one here that is the absolute thing. Her kaftan dress ruffles behind her in the light morning breeze. A seagull lands on her shoulder like she's a beachy cartoon princess. She snaps the seagull's neck and stuffs it somewhere under her flowy dress. Flowy, not flowery? Probably to save for lunch. She can't help but hunt. Huntress, I choose you. Let's spend the day together and see if we think a future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops towards you. Now, DK, shoot her! DK, it's your opportunity, fuck! First you think she might swipe at you with her gigantic hands and knock the life out of you. Instead she scoops you up into a hug and takes her place at your side. And she just stuck her tongue out at all the other killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. It's sure to be a fun day. We'll just be here, not getting to really participate, even though survivors matter. Survivors matter too, while you go off and have a grand old time. Yep, just Claudette and I hanging out, no one competing for our love. Wondering what we did in a past life to end up embroiled in this unrelenting misery, but go have a blast. Huntress eagerly leads you to the yacht to begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, warm salty air on your skin, the sound of crashing waves. This is a perfect morning. Pretty perfect morning, just you and Huntress. Hey cuties! Ah, Ocean's here too. Did you know that I'm teeming with flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies? That pesky Ocean, always killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. Sure you're okay on the ocean? I know you don't like to be out in the open. Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. Go sit down at the beautifully set table on the deck of the boat. A wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Honestly, this was the only reasonable option anyway, since we did fight crabs together, and if you ever fight crabs with someone, you have bonded for life, so that's really, you know, this really makes sense. Yeah, there's just ATV in when you're out of things to hunt. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green. I get extremely seasick, and Trickster replaced all the island's Dramamine with party drugs, so... Wait, how did they get here? Weren't they just on the beach consoling the rejected killers? Are there more than 2 of them? Emotion won them over. You'll both take a screwdriver, hold the orange juice. Of course. Hey, can you play this particular song for us? Set the mood? You hand Dwight a piece of paper with a song title written on it. Sure, though I doubt Trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Soon the haunting melody of an old Russian lullaby streams through the yacht's expensive stereo system. Sounds a lot like something Huntress may vibe with. Very clever if you to request it. Fighting crabs is basically fighting for your future, it is, yeah. The boat rocks as though to the rhythm of the song. The eerie melancholy mood is really quite romantic. Breakfast has never been this intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress' hand, when suddenly a loud bellow scares you. You knock your freshly poured fluid straight vodka onto the pristine deck. It's Trapper! He's screaming at us from the beach! Look how tiny he looks from all the way out there. Huntress squishes his head between her fingers like a child and giggles. Damn you both! The chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives! Get back here! He's not wrong. Hey, Claudette, take us out farther. Aye, Captain. Can she drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again. Nothing but the caw of a seagull and the ominous shadow of a creature lurking beneath the waves. I have something for you. For me? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on her birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off on you. It's just a little something. A gift. Didn't cost me anything, because I made it myself. Oh my, is it something shiny? No, silly. Shiny things aren't made, they're stolen. This is handcrafted. I saw you admiring my mask and figured... Here you go. Yeah, the clam got quote manned, very fine. Yep, we got our own mask. Oh, lovely. It's perfect. You put it on. It fits your face like a face glove. You gaze at Huntress through the eyes of the mask. A swell of emotion surges through you. 1 has become 2. Rabbits be multiplying, even in mask form. Let's go back to my place. She downs her screwdriver. What was that in dialogue from her? The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You could cut it with a hatchet. Hehe. Give me a break. It's day 3 of killer jokes. A narrator only has so much mojo. Huntress sits you down at the cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the bloodstains that have crept into every nook and cranny of the wooden planks. What poor creature died on this table? Did suffer? What do you care if they suffered? Get back in the ocean, Ocean. Stop backseat omniscient narrating. Stay here. Don't move a muscle or I'll hear it. I can hear... Don't move a muscle or I'll hear it. I can hear any mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. I'll be right back. Alone in the cabin. What to do? What to do? Alright, do we tidy up or freak out? How dare you, Cybert? Well, she can probably understand freaking out a little bit more than tidying up. She probably likes her out the way it is, so I would say freak out. Maybe we're tidying ourselves up though, I don't know. So, I don't know. So, team, are we having a freak out or are we having a tidy up moment? It's loose. Well, I mean... Yeah, that's the default state. This is certainly a song. Alright, we have 1 for freak out. I'm also leading towards freak out, so I might just click on that unless there's immediate counter votes to tidying up. Alright, we freak out. Freaking out! Tell someone who cares. Hey! Fine, you've called my bluff. I literally have to listen to you and your problems, or else the damned ocean will have a complaint. Have a conniption, so what's the deal? Are you ready for this? Is it smart to get intimate with a known cannibal? She kills on command. Doesn't even clean the blood of her apron. You mean her Sarafan? Shh, she's coming back. Wow, rude. Set in her strong yet delicate hand. You reach out for her, longing to stroke her blood-matted hair and scratched up shoulders. Fuck, we could get warm by the fire. She wags a finger at you, a bunnylicious smirk on her face. Not so fast. Remember when we talked about how there's more going on here? You nod like a little idiot. Well, I now know there's something up. The other night, while you were sleeping like a cute little baby, I snuck into each of the killer's lairs and saw them with shiny objects that they've been stealing from me. I think they're connected somehow. Maybe it has to do with the symbol. I tried to get back last night, but something blocked me from picking any of the shinies up. Someone or something knows I'm onto them. I think if you try, it might work. What do you say? Will you help? I kinda just wanna vibe in this moment. Yeah, I mean, exactly. You gotta eat what you hunt. That's the hunter's code. DK would know, having eaten all of the bear shit that he's been tracking. I think we go hell yes, right? Like, we gotta fucking collect the shinies. Since she's probably talking about the shinies, we gotta go find the shinies. Fuck yeah. Hell yes, I will. A globe-trotting treasure hunt on the level of a Nicolas Cage masterpiece? You can definitely count me in. Yep, that is certainly exactly my words right there. Let's go, I'll be your guardian angel. You never know when those other killers might pop up. You grab hunters by the hand and practically trip over your own feet on your way out the door. Feels good to have a quest. Thrilling. Part of you is just wondering how quickly you can get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you in her yoked arms and you'll swoon. Your childhood crush on Popeye is making more and more sense. What the actual fuck, narrator, man? How did you know? Where do you want to start? There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. Which one will you investigate? We go to Trickster's stage. He certainly had arms. We arrive at Trickster's stage, but there's no one here. Not Trickster, not an audience, not anybody. Nothing eerier than an empty concert venue. Think of all the fringe that once swayed here. The beers that sloshed over red solo cups. Mosh pits, tall guys standing in front of you for the entire show. Lifelong friendships that actually only lasted for one summer. Good times. My concerts are always an experience. You should really come to one of my after parties sometime. They're a real scream. I'll put you on the VIP list. I prefer acoustic balalaika music. I prefer acoustic balalaika music. Trickster, I've never listened to your music and I think sampling the sounds of people's screams is very been there done that. Hey, no one talks to Trickster like that. And how do you know about my samples? Somebody's obviously a much bigger fan than they're letting on. Show me your Huntress shiny mysterious object or I'll wipe that grin off your face with a chloroform-drenched rag. Way too harsh, my mellow. Deranged violence and torture is only cool when I do it because it's my commentary on a shallow society and I make it look sexy as hell. Your thingamajig is that away. Trickster backs away from you and resumes practicing an intricate dance routine. The way you stood up to that bootleg Backstreet Boy just now was wow. If I weren't so strong and stable on my own feet, I'd swoon, but it just wouldn't be believable. Find me my shiny thing, champion. Oh boy. Perfect. Oh boy, I gotta do this 3 times. Poop IC 64, what the actual fuck? Nah. Oh fuck, I double-clicked accidentally. Oh, GG's. You did it! Your ability to find the unfindable is quite uncanny. A natural hunter, I must say. Do you think I might be able to find your heart? I would hope so. It's very important to locate and remove all the internal organs of your prey as soon as you fell them so their meat doesn't spoil. Well, it is, like, based on the scope checks, so it kind of makes sense that it happens, right? Oh, what's this? You found a gold coin! Da-na-na-na. There are 4 killers who are still in front of us. Yeah. Let's go to Wraith's Cosmic Dump. Yeah, they get very fast. The last one was pretty rough, but I accidentally double-clicked, so what can you do? When you arrive at Wraith's Oddball Hangout Zone, you immediately understood why they call it Cosmic Dump. They being me, obvs. Stop saying obvs, or I will uninstall. It's as if there are items and elements from all over the universe in this space. Also, it's a damn mess. But it's undoubtedly a special place. The very air you breathe makes you feel that you're part of something much, much larger. I'm going to hunt us some lunch while you find the object. You'll know when you see it because it's extremely shiny. How long have you been standing there? Are we ever really there? I don't have time for your existential crisis today, Wraith. Huntress and I are totally gonna get it on soon, I think. I hope. Look, I need to find a special object you have hidden here. We stole it from Huntress and she knows it. So you're trying to figure this whole thing out too, huh? Come check this out. Bit of a subject change, but sure, it's Wraith we're dealing with after all. Wraith leads you to a telescope. Through it you can see a far-off island in the distance. Holy smokes, is that... Sorry, I actually have no idea what that is. Would you mind filling me in? It's IP Island, where all the coolest killers from intellectual properties that we're legally obliged not to mention by name hang out and party with Hollywood celebs and Silicon Valley moguls. That's not even all. Zoom in over there. Nice. Is that Ghostface? I said not to name them. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna have to clear the rights. You have no idea how much my lawyer charges by the hour. I'm sorry, he just kinda popped up. I'm telling you, something crazy is going on here. I'll have you know, I wasn't trying to steal anything from Huntress. I was just looking for answers. But I'm also occasionally losing said answers. Yeah, that's right, the thing you're looking for I can't actually find, so... Good luck, I guess? Oh god, oh good, a minigame. I haven't seen one of these before in the past 10 seconds. Fucking, here we go. Let's see my complete lack of improvements. At least I won't accidentally double-click the last one, I think. Nah. You see an old pair of glasses on the ground and quickly grab them. I found it, so shiny. I knew I could count on you, Cube. And that's saying something because I literally never learned to count via any traditional system of numbers. Let's get out of here. Fuck yeah, broken glasses, this is me. It's hard to believe that these old glasses really mean anything special, but the lady at Huntress deserves whatever she wants. You spend a moment imagining Huntress' glasses. Did she wear them over the mask or under? Hey, that's not just some junk. Those are my reading glasses. I just subscribed to highlights. Hilarious, right? I thought it was hilarious. There are 4 killers here, yeah. Right, I guess we go Trapper Cave. There are 2 ways to get to Trapper's Cave. Due to the whole, you know, trap-based character theme he's got going on, you can rest assured that either one or both of these pathways is filled with traps. You turn to Huntress for advice, but she only giggles and shrugs her shoulders. You're on your own, it seems. Yeah, Hawkins would be pretty funny if they did that. I don't remember what the Hawkins offering looks like. What did the Hawkins offering look like? Oh yeah, right, yeah, you're right. Guess you're going to have to wing it. Which will you choose? Through the forest or underground tunnel? Right, team. Where do we die to Trapper? Underground tunnel or through the forest? Sewer level. Fuck yeah, here you go. Underground. Huh? Sounds secretive. No one can stop you if they can't see you. That's no one can rescue you if they can't hear you scream. No will you need to waste time burying you if you're already underground when you die. But you're not gonna die, are you? Surely a dimly lit tunnel like this must be rife with traps. However, you manage to make your way along, distinctly uncaught by any traps, rusty, bare or otherwise. Got this? You're doing great. You're not at all afraid. Who, me? Nah, I gotta say, this is up there among the nicest, damp and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by Huntress's bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own. Which is good, because you're going to need it if you're going to head through that very murdery looking passageway ahead. You enter into a humid, shadowy cave. Dripping water echoes all around you. It's definitely not cozy like the cabin you left behind. You wonder, how deep does that pool of shiny water go? Let's get this over with. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see Trapper. He leans against the wall of the cave like a detective in an old film noir. I knew you'd come. Trapper, get out of your way, or I'll skewer you and serve you for lunch. If you're wasting your time, you'll never find what you're looking for. Unless what you're looking for is a minigame! What? A minigame? How unexpected, how playful. How about you play it right now? Find Hunter's lost shiny thing. Peel them eyes, you're on the hunt now. Fuck yeah, here we go. I could probably cheat by putting my mouse cursor there. That was absolutely terrible. I blame VSync, let's go with VSync. Can always blame VSync. Oh god, I'm fucking terrible at video games. You did it! You found my lost shiny object! I'm so grateful I could kiss you right now, but I won't because I'm pretty sure Trapper didn't actually leave and he's still over in that shadow watching us. Later, Trapper, you thieving little perv. Hey, that's not fair. I'm huge. Come on, Cube, let's hurry to the next place. You found Huntress' shiny thing, and, well, I think it's just a regular old pen, but don't need to point it out. She's happy and isn't that all that matters. Pen? Shoot pen... Does that show up somewhere? Don't remember. I don't remember a pen being a map offering. Maybe not all of them are intended to be that sort of shit. Go to Spirit's Lighthouse. This place is spooky as hell. It didn't look particularly chewed. Could also be observer stuff, yeah. This place is spooky as heck. Does it? Can't really see it. Maybe not in this one. Sorry, I don't see that. As in, like, the snout here and then the mouth here sort of thing? And then these massive ears up here? Or, like, horns or whatever? Like, with this here being the snout sort of thing? Interesting. This place is spooky as heck. Wasn't the beach sunny and beautiful just a moment ago? So you're telling me that your precious shiny thing is up there. It's pretty great, right? Finally, a good chance to activate these quads. You don't get legs like that from standing still. Or like this from standing still. But you already know I love a good workout. Running, jumping, climbing, roughhousing. Go. Get that damn shiny thing before your immeasurable horniness melts your brain and it runs down out of your ears already. Yeah, I called it out. It's obvious to everyone. Just own it. So, shall we? Inside the lighthouse, it's so dark you can barely see the step in front of you. But that's okay, because you've got about 100 stairs to practice getting the hang of this in the dark. However, something about this gloomy place is really wearing you out and messing with your otherwise happy, horny aura. You can practically feel your mood going down, 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 as you climb up, 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 higher into the lighthouse, before you finally arrive at the top. Spirit, you're looking pretty pleased with yourself. Yeah, I'm getting the whole hang of this whole being dead thing. You totally get sadder the closer you get to the top of the tower. That was me, baby. I've got to share the wealth, and by wealth, I mean unending despair. You probably are here for your own precious shiny things that I've stolen. Good luck finding it. I'll be over here reading if you need me. Let's find the shiny thing. Anything to brighten the mood in here. Don't miss the treasure. This is a treasure hunt, not a treasure miss. I fucking hate you. That was almost fucked up. Great. Nah. Oh well. Yes! You're really going a long way to prove your dedication to me. You know I noticed, right? I can see a raccoon lick itself from 200 yards away in pitch darkness. I definitely see you working that little butt off for me. The actual fuck. Shiny thing get! You found a bottle opener? Really? This is the fancy item? Whatever, you're a real team player. Hey, no, stop. Thro doesn't even look up from her book. I think you'll be fine if you just peace out. Yeah, she seems very invested. Phew, that was fun and scary. Good to see the other killers taking their heartbreak in stride. More or less. And you got a really nice tour of some of the island's lesser-known haunts. Haha, boom, still got it. Make a pretty good team, you know, eh? What can I say? I appreciate a fine collection. Now that yours is back in order, maybe we can head back inside to appreciate it. Do you collect a certain other special gift I've been meaning to give you? Special gift? Is it shiny? Suppose it could be if you oil it up enough. I'm going to be ill. Oh lord. When you enter the cabin, it's dark, barely lit, deep shadows stretching from wall to wall. Somehow it manages to be a little terrifying, but also a little romantic. But you barely even notice you've got other things on your mind. Oh lord. Jesus Christ, that face. You're practically undressing each other as you walk through the door. Mine's elsewhere, neither of you realize that the door was wide open already. You're incredible. Every time you found one of those objects, my heart beat faster and faster. You should be with Nigel. Your nimble hands say anything they can't find. The fireplace is crackling, your heart is pounding, the smell of cinnamon is in the air. Wait. Who is that? Well, who indeed? Sphincter so very fine. The sphincter bell even. Nice. Huntress quickly pulls her beach cover back on. Oh, it's her mom. My darling. An older Russian woman bearing a striking resemblance to Huntress sits, warming her hands by the fire. She turns to you and you're shocked to see that she appears to come from a completely different time in history, wrapped in old unfamiliar clothes that are completely out of place here at this beach retreat. Without thinking, you blurt out, "Ah, a ghost! But who is this? Or what an honor?" Alright team, how do we respond to this happening? I don't know, I feel like that would be a little far. They kind of have some funky skins already, but they're not super super heavy into the vibe breaking stuff that, for example, Heroes of the Swarm did. Heroes of the Swarm, yes, fuck Heroes of the Storm. I hate you, Blizzard, for doing that. Ugh, terrible. It's true, but they don't look like this colorful and out of place, I feel. And for the survivors, it kind of makes sense since the entity could pull them from anywhere. Give over. Yeah, it probably will be if I pick the wrong thing. Well, we have one vote for Parol, so we pick Parol, I guess, if no one else wants to ask up. Parol, who is this? And when did I add Parol to my vocabulary? This island is really doing things to me. You don't know who I am? What, you expected that my elk wounds would carry over to my ghostly form? The gods have smiled on me and cleaned me up. She must be in decent mood if she's ignoring the fact that you're dropping ox bombs all over the place. What the fuck? Huntress chuckles nervously. Hi, mama. Goddard and Dwight burst in like they're in a prank video. Bet you weren't expecting this day to include meeting her mom. What? Hey, Huntress, how do you feel about your dear old mom? I read that wrong and that was painful. Dear old mama coming to interrupt your date. Huntress throws a hatchet directly at the two survivors and skewers the wall in between them. Without another word, they quickly scurry away. Good girl. Huntress turns to you. I hope this is alright. I was kinda hoping to bang. Alright. That is certainly an option. Well, team, let it all out. Fucking pick what your heart says. I am down with either. We have been kind of all over the place, so this would be kind of pinnacle all over the place. We have 1 for, 1 against. Does she now? Are you sure? I mean, she is kind of weird. Alright, fuck it. I was kind of hoping to bang. This is cool and all, but I sure was hoping to bang. I mean, like, that's where we were headed, right? Wow, is that all I am to you? Roll your eyes. OMG, no. Alright, we are down the path of extinction. Here we go. Let's go, team. How do we go with this? I guess we roll our eyes now. I think we're kind of all in on the lol, let's bang fucking route. Oh my god. Alright. OMG, no, come on, you know you're more to me than just a gorgeously tall drink of crystal clear river water who I am desperate to roll up in a snuggly bearskin with. Alright. Laying it on a bit thick, aren't you? Huntress breathes a sigh of relief. It's not just the mood I thought we were coming back to, but I'm here now, I'm in it. I'm ready to meet your mama. Thank goodness, because my mama is the only person, I mean, most important person in my life. We Russians invented tea, did you know that? Mama Huntress shoves a cup in your hand, and as you drink your tea with her, the air becomes warm around you. You, Huntress, and her mother sit by the fire and exchange stories and anecdotes. Mama pulls out some old-timey pictures of a young Huntress in black and white, holding bloodied animal corpses with a chilling, dead-eye stare. You all laugh and eat raw meat of some kind. It's a lovely time, almost like you're back home. You've forgotten that you're on a possibly cursed island atop what is likely some sort of hellmouth. Look, that's not official, or I just call it like I see it. Every so often, Mama Huntress clutches her stomach and her eyes stare into the middle distance. What? Her eyes stare into the middle distance. She mutters some sounds as if reliving the moment she was cured by an elk. It's very grim. I like you. Thank you for indulging me in my tea and stories. So tell me, what are your intentions with my... I'm guessing that means daughter? That means bunny. Never mind, I was horribly wrong. But you guessed that already, didn't you? Nope, I fucked up, game. Sorry. Oh, I know you've got your translator up ready. Well, team, where are we taking this? We can't really go to start it slow after we went the we'll bang okay route, so I think all of these are actually pretty decent. Jesus Christ, DK. Well, to keep her safe would imply that she can't defend herself. I don't think that's the greatest option, really. I'd pick 2 or 3, maybe. She also said she was interested in starting a family, so maybe start a family together, since she said that on, like, when we hung out previously. Maybe you should make your own game, DK, and put all of your, stories in there. Yeah, I think 1 is pretty ass, personally. But, well, we have 2 that vote for 1, I guess, and 1 that votes for not 1. I don't think there's cannons on this, but I guess we'll find out. Well, if you guys insist, then we'll pick number 1. To love and protect her, your honor. I mean, your mother. I mean, Miss Huntress. Think my Anna needs protecting? Have you seen her thighs? She could crush you with them. Yep. Alright, time to backpedal or time to commit? Or commit in a certain way. This soundtrack is fantastic, honestly. A lot of fun. The thing is, like, committing, especially with this line, is kind of like saying goodbye, your fucking identity. Well, let's go, I wish you would. There's an open cell in Horny Gel with your name on a cube, even for the audience of this game, sheesh. My time on this plane is coming to an end. The weird magic from that ghost girl's black lighthouse won't keep me here for long. I want to get at the logic of this bit, but yeah, the black lighthouse can bring ghosts back to life. If you're still here, you're willing to believe anything. Oh, spirit who brought you back? I'll have to thank her. Huntress' mama begins to fade. Huntress cries. You can picture her at 6 years old, lying over her dead mother's dead body. I know, honey, really? This foolish character? It's your life, I guess, but honestly, I'd rather you just be alone. Huntress takes her mom's opinion very seriously. Is she looking at you differently now? Mama Huntress fades away, leaving you and Huntress alone again. Good job, team! Not a second later, Claudette and Dwight storm back in. Never alone for too long on this island. It's time for a dramatic scene between the lovers. Shall we adjourn to the forest clearing for ambience? You and Huntress stand holding hands in the forest clearing. Dwight and Claudette watch your interactions closely. Too closely. Hey, I really loved hanging out with you. I think it's time. Time? Time for... Oh, my... Oh, okay, I'm ready for this. Time for you to call me by my real name, like my mother does. Will you call me Anna? Oh, that. Oh, yes, of course. I think Anna is a beautiful name, and you're a beautiful person, Anna. Phew, do you know that what I'd like to do right now, with you, beneath the moonlight? I'm feeling closer to you than I ever have before. And there's nothing I'd rather do right now than... She averts her eyes. Does she mean... Did I say adverts? My brain might be fried. She averts her eyes. Does she mean what she thinks she means? Nope, she's looking right at Dwight and Claudette. Chop up these two fools with you! Alright, I think we're all the way in. Like, fuck them. Chop them up. Although we've been nice to them before and they were like, oh, you were nice to us, that's alright. So I think we either hard commit or hard, like, go, nah, we can't do that. They will be fine, yeah. Alright, absolutely. Fucking here we go. My hatchet is as sharp as my love for you. Let's get bloody. It's a gruesome scene, as you and the Huntress go to town on these innocent survivors who just wanted to help you guys out. We were being forced to help you. I can't hear you, hun, on account of the congealing blood in your mouth. Ah! Once you've made quite a mess of the survivors, you and Huntress look at each other with manic eyes. Shall we return to the cabin? I'd love to get you out of that beachwear and into something a little less... there. Thought you'd never ask. Well, here we go. Once inside the cabin, Huntress strips off her kaftan, revealing every curve of her muscled bod. Not body, just bod. Thank you, writing. You follow her lead, disrobing for the first time since waking up here on the island. Yeah, you've been sleeping in your clothes. No judgment, it's a strange new place. You kiss. And yes, if you're wondering, it looks like she's gonna keep the bunny mask on for the sexy time. This is the part where I skedaddle. Decapitations? Sure. Tiger maulings? Love it. Dudes crushing other dudes in car crushers? Gotta have it. But hanky-panky? That I can't handle. I leave you horny kids to it. Je n'amour, que c'est beau. What, just because Hunter speaks Russian doesn't mean I do. I speak Canadian French, it's a thing. Look it up. Am I nervously running my mouth now just to give you 2 time alone in the dark? Maybe. Stop me if you've heard this one. A hillbilly, a doctor, and a clown walk into a bar. Fine, we'll get back to it. Post doing it, you and Huntress lie together in the warmth of the fire. Everything is so perfect. Please no. No Archibald at all. You imagine Mama Huntress smiling down at you from beyond. you realize that's pretty gross to imagine her having just watched all of that, and you try to stop thinking about it. She also didn't like us very much because of very obvious reasons, but alas. That was incredible. You're telling me. The road to the cabin creaks open. You cover yourself with a blanket. Oh god. A severed arm claws its way through the doorway, leaving a trail of blood in its wake. No, we've walked right into a scene from a horror film. As soon as people have sex, they die. Not when I'm around. Huntress procures a hatchet from out of nowhere. Was that in bed with you guys? The wriggling torsos of Dwight and Quiddite follow their chopped up limbs. Slowly the pieces of their bodies start to put themselves back together. No way. What the fuck indeed, my friend? You thought that this island would let us die permanently? Haven't you ever played Dead by Daylight? Come on, we have to get to the final scene. I mean, decision. Admiral. Claudette and Dwight lead you and Huntress back to the empty beach. You both bask in the glory of being freshly laid. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Like some sort of laundry detergent. Freshly laid. Actually, maybe that's good. I'll get my agent to start circulating that. That is indeed not entirely terrible. I like that. The island is strangely quiet. No sarcastic remarks disguising a broken young woman from spirit. No strange wide-eyed stare from the socially awkward wraith. No threats of imminent violence from Trapper. Even Claudette and Dwight are tight-lipped. They seem almost zombified. Last day, you beautiful piece of meat. You've done so well. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am? A whoosh of dark energy surrounds you and disappears as quickly as it came. The other noises begin to return. Birds chirp in their trees, the grass rustles in the light breeze, and oh look, the other killers are all here in the at the fire pit to watch the final ceremony. Finale ceremony? Can't wait any longer. The pomp and circumstances is agonizing. You're telling me. Stick to the script, Claudette. Okay, so Huntress, how do you feel about the newcomer? Are they everything your murderous little heart has ever longed for? Huntress stares you down for an agonizing moment. Steps towards you. Okay, so I think there's definitely something between us. Hold up, something? Hold up, something? Yeah, something great. Animal magnetism. My legs are the trap and you're the little snowshoe rabbit running through the underbrush. That is a metaphor and a half. But it isn't quite soulmate status. It's not. You must have felt it. Or maybe you're too distracted feeling other things, but I'm sorry, what I felt, no matter how spectacular, wasn't love. I see. But this doesn't have to be the end. I'd love to tie you up in my basement and see where this all goes. As friends? Alright, team. I think this is where we pull out. Trickster had his cameos. I think he's on the run. I wonder how much longer this is. I'm expecting it to not be that much longer. Basement life doesn't sound incredibly great to me, especially as a DVD player. So, maybe not. Alright, we have 1 and 1. Maybe a third mate will chime in. Well, we've only ever gone wrong by picking DK's choices, so let's go with no thanks. That's a nice offer, but I think I'm just going to try and see other people. So that's gonna be a no thanks from me. Too late. Huntress is already tying you up. The rope is harsh against your neck, the floor cold on your bare feet. That's right, like all killers on this island, Huntress has some latent magic that allows her to break all rules of time and space in order to serve dramatic effect. Just trust me on this one. Mushroom tea. You take the tea, too confused to do anything else. As you sip it, the world goes dark around you. You'll never truly know Huntress's love. Well, not her shared among peers who view each other as equals love. Instead, you get the kind of love she had for all those child-sized skeletons in her basement. I'm sure she'll take better care of you, though. Like, 34% sure. And so my precious killers lived happily ever after, as they should, learning to love themselves first and foremost. Whilst trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? You made it this far, you should probably know that. that you'll have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, Cube. See you again later. And again and again and again. Forever. Right. That was one of the endings. Alright, so we definitely fucked that up in multiple stages. I take at least 0% responsibility of that. Since I did click sometimes without consulting you. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for now though, on the old stream. I don't know if I'm gonna be fucking streaming more of those. It is pretty fun, but I'm not sure I want to do the achievement hunting and stuff, especially like on stream, so not sure we're gonna do more of those. It's a fun little game though. Yeah, I'm guessing there's a lot of different endings, but I'm not sure I want to like ending grind hunt this sort of game on stream. Reading out everything is kind of ass, whereas if I play by myself and just kind of skim through the dialogue and shit, not really sure. I'll think about it, but this is definitely where we're gonna be ending today's stream. I'll let the credits play, maybe there's an after credits scene, and then I'll probably call it a game. Or at least a day, a stream, whatever. Words are meaningless at this point, I've spoken too many. You're gonna be streaming something, DK, so I can host you after this? Or are you drowning in sweat too much? Yeah, I've had to fucking non-wank this entire playthrough, which is honestly harder than expected. At least the skill checks are easy to do one-handed. Right. In that case, we'll just let the credits play out, see what happens, and then we're gonna call it. Can't really speed this up, can I? If you're ever not big enough that you need two hands to jerk it, you probably have more issues than it's worth. Yep, that sounds like what a sane person would write. Absolutely, yeah. Completely in agreement with you there. Definitely. Very reasonable. Very fine soundtrack though. I'm enjoying this. Yeah. I'm torn. I'm probably going to do some like secret ending hunting myself at some point. But I'm not sure I want to stream more of it. Like, it is kind of, I don't know, maybe one of you guys will end up playing it. I think Astro will play it, or was interested in playing it. Maybe she'll be streaming it, so we can watch a different perspective. She'll probably go hard Huntress, so in that regard it should be easier. Right, well, that was an abrupt ending. So no post scenes or anything. Well, in that case, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time with something. Not sure of more of this. Not sure of tomorrow. I'm kind of also dying from like throat and my eyes being fucky, and I've been streaming way too much recently, and it's like actually grinding me down a bit. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, time for watching, and bye bye.